I'm Josh Light with PoliticIt.com. We're here in Missouri with Jonathan Dine, who's running for U.S. Senate. How you doing today, Jonathan?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So, what's the big difference between you and your competitors in this race?
Well, both of my competitors are career politicians. Both of them have been in Congress for over 10 years. Well, Claire McCaskill, 6 years. But the biggest difference is that I see life from the ground level. I'm just a regular guy. I represent ordinary values as far as I'm not looking for corporate interests or corporate handouts.
And how has your past experience prepared you for this position?
Well, I'm a personal trainer, and one of the things I do is I help people solve their problems, whether they're being overweight or out of shape. And I feel that the same thing is with the government. We've got a lot of problems that need help, and I'm here to offer the solutions.
And how are you using social media in this campaign?
Well, social media has become invaluable for my campaign because it allows me to compete with the big guys. I don't have unlimited resources to fill the airwaves with negative campaign ads. So this has allowed me to actually contact volunteers across the state and allows me to mobilize my volunteers. It allows me to reach thousands of people that I otherwise would not be able to reach.
What issues are you focusing on in this campaign?
Well, there's several issues I'm focusing on. Of course, one is the economy. I want to try to balance the budget. I'm tired of the reckless spending and taxation policies of our current Congress. So that's one of my largest issues, but also my declining freedoms and liberties. You know, I do support the legalization of marijuana. To me, it's a vice, not a crime, and I think that we've got a huge political problem that most politicians kind of brush under the rug.
How's fundraising going in your campaign?
You know, I'm really on a shoestring budget. I don't have a lot of money raised. I've raised about $1,500. It's enough to get me some yard signs and give me a little bit of volunteer help and help with transportation costs. But, you know, I do use social media more than I do anything else because of the availability without having to have a large income.
How do we balance the budget, John?
Well, we balance the budget by eliminating a lot of the federal spending. So I don't think we have a revenue problem. We definitely have a spending problem. Our current politicians, I like to say, when legislation is for sale, the first thing sold is legislators. So you have legislators just selling pushing through legislation through lobbyists and everything else. Earmarks have to go. We need to stop the reckless spending if we're ever going to be able to balance the budget.
What about cutting military spending?
I think it's something we do need to do. I support a sufficient military for defense of the United States, but I do not support nation building or occupation of other countries. I think that we should stop our role as policeman and support our troops by bringing them home.
And where can voters go out to learn more about you?
Well, I have a website, jonathandine.com. I also have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com /DINE 2010.
Thanks for meeting with us today, Jonathan.
Well, I appreciate it, Josh.